Hello there, young people. Are you ready to embark on an amazing adventure full of twists and turns? Have you ever had a dream that seemed impossible to achieve? Today we will meet a little boy who dared to chase his dreams even when others believed they were too big for him. His story will inspire us all. So grab your seats, fasten your seatbelts, and get ready for an unforgettable journey. Everyone in the small town knew Leo as the son of the baker. They often stopped by the bakery just to see what the little boy was up to. Leo loved playing with the dough as much as he loved playing football. When he grew up, he wanted to become a great football player and bring home the World Cup trophy. But the thing was, he wasn't very good at it. At least that's what everyone in town thought. Have you ever felt like giving up on something because you weren't good enough? How'd you feel? Can you relate to Leo? It happens to the best of us. But it's important to remember that no matter how hard things seem, it's never a good idea to give up on our dreams. One day, Leo was practicing alone on the field outside of town. He was so focused and determined to improve his skills that he didn't notice the elderly gentleman sitting on the nearby bench watching him. After Leo kicked the ball towards the goal and missed, he sat down dejectedly. That's when the old man approached him. "What's your name, son?" he asked kindly. Leo hesitated for a moment, then replied, "My name is Leo." "What's yours?" "I'm here to help you, Leo. First, I need to know your dream. Are you ready to tell me about it?" Leo looked up, surprised by the stranger's words. "Why do you want to know?" he asked. "Because I can see that you have a lot of talent, young man. And I believe that you can achieve great things if you work hard and never give up on your dreams. But I can only help you if I know what you want to achieve." Leo thought for a moment. His dream was so big that he didn't think anyone would take him seriously. But seeing the kindness and belief in the old man's eyes, he decided to share his dream. "I want to play football for my country and win the World Cup," he said with a hopeful smile. The old man's face lit up with a knowing smile. "I knew you could do it, Leo. With your talent and dedication, you have what it takes to be a star player." The old man turned out to be the legendary football coach Carlos Santos, who had won many titles and was known throughout the country for his incredible achievements. He offered to train Leo personally, and the boy couldn't believe his luck. Every day after school, Leo went to practice with Coach Carlos. The coach taught him new skills, gave him helpful tips, and helped him improve his technique. Leo listened attentively to everything Coach Carlos told him. He repeated his instructions over and over again until they became second nature to him. But soon, Leo started feeling homesick. He missed his mother's delicious bread and the friendly faces of the townspeople. One evening, he couldn't hold back his tears during practice. Seeing Leo's sadness, Coach Carlos stopped the training session and asked him why he was crying. "I miss my family and friends," he replied, his voice trembling. "Don't worry, Leo. You can visit them whenever you want. But remember, if you want to succeed, you must also make sacrifices. Being away from home and loved ones can be tough, especially when you miss their warmth and affection. But it is important to keep your eye on the prize and not let those feelings hold you back." After each training session, Leo practiced on his own. He would spend hours kicking the ball against the wall, repeating everything he had learned from Coach Carlos. All the other boys in the neighborhood were bigger and stronger than Leo. They laughed at him and called him names, but he didn't pay any attention to them. Leo was determined to succeed. As the days went by, Leo's skills improved dramatically. He became a great player, better than many of the older boys in his neighborhood. One day, a scout from a professional football team watched Leo play and was impressed by his talent. He offered Leo a chance to try out for the team. When Leo shared this news with Coach Carlos, the coach was overjoyed. "I knew you could do it, Leo. I always believed in you. Now go and show them what you're made of. Believe in yourself, Leo, and you will succeed." On the day of the tryouts, Leo was nervous. There were many famous teams present, and he knew that only a few players would be chosen. As the game began, Leo played amazingly. He dribbled past defenders, made perfect passes, and scored goals with ease. The coaches and scouts were impressed by his skills and determination. At the end of the tryouts, Leo was chosen for the team. He couldn't believe his luck. He had achieved his first major victory. When Leo returned to his hometown, everyone was proud of him. The townspeople who once doubted him now cheered his name. Even the boys who had made fun of him apologized for their behavior. But Leo was still determined to achieve his ultimate dream of winning the World Cup. He continued to train hard and never forgot the lessons he learned from Coach Carlos. Years passed, and Leo's hard work and dedication paid off. He became one of the best players in the world. His name echoed in every corner of the globe, and millions of people admired him. Finally, the day arrived. Leo's team was in the World Cup final. The stadium was packed with roaring fans, and the atmosphere was electric with excitement. The opposing team was strong, and the match was intense. Both teams fought hard, but in the end, Leo's team won. He had done it. His dream had come true. As Leo held the World Cup trophy high above his head, he remembered the journey that had brought him to this moment. He thought of Coach Carlos, who had believed in him when no one else did. He thought of his family and friends who had supported him through thick and thin. And he thought of all the people who had doubted him and used him to make fun of him. Most importantly, though, Leo remembered the little boy who had dared to dream big and never given up. Have you ever faced challenges that seemed too big for you? How did you feel when you achieved your goal? What did you learn from the experience? Remember, no matter how challenging the journey may be, if you believe in yourself and never give up on your dreams, you can achieve anything. As the celebrations came to an end and the cheers of the crowd slowly faded away, Leo knew that his journey was far from over. He had tasted the sweetness of success, and now he wanted to savor every moment of it. The roar of the crowd still echoed in his ears, and the weight of the World Cup trophy in his hands was a constant reminder of his achievement. But Leo was already thinking about the next challenge, the next goal to strive for. The journey from a small-town boy to a world champion had been long and arduous, filled with sweat, determination, and unwavering belief in oneself. Along the way, Leo had learned valuable lessons about perseverance, teamwork, and the importance of never giving up on your dreams. Now, as he stood on the podium with his team, bathed in the warm glow of the spotlights, he knew that this was just the beginning. The world was at their feet, and the future looked brighter than ever before. The cheers of the crowd, the flashing cameras, and the confetti falling around him were all a blur to Leo. In that moment, there was only the trophy and the feeling of pure, unadulterated joy. He looked at his teammates, each one of them with their own story, their own struggles and triumphs. They had come together as a team and conquered the world. The bond they shared was unbreakable, forged in the fires of competition and tempered by the relentless pursuit of excellence. But Leo's thoughts drifted back to the beginning, to the days when he was just a young boy with a dream. He remembered the hours spent practicing alone, the taunts of those who doubted him, and the unwavering support of his family and friends. Each step of his journey had been a testament to his dedication, his skill, and his refusal to give up. And as he basked in the glory of their victory, he knew that this moment belonged not just to him, but to everyone who had believed in him, encouraged him, and supported him along the way. The journey had been long and hard, but the destination had been worth every sacrifice, every setback, and every doubt. As the celebration continued late into the night, Leo knew that tomorrow would bring new challenges, new goals to aspire to. But for now, he was content to simply bask in the glow of their victory and savor the sweet taste of success. The World Cup was theirs, and they had proven to the world that with hard work, dedication, and an unwavering belief in oneself, anything was possible.